Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1966 Smith-Corona Galaxie II vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. I believe the color is Star Mist Blue. Up top we have the adjustable paper guide, and this just helps guide the paper in straight. And these are your margins, and you just push them down and move them like this. And I'm going to set this at 0 and this one at 80. About the length of a page. And this is your support arm that flips up from the back. And this is your paper bale that sits on top and holds the page down. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit the slide space, get you back to the beginning, and it skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you just flip the switch back 1. It'll skip 2, 1 more, and it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type A7 in red on the next line. Switch from black to red. This switch right here, all the way down, it'll print the bottom portion of the ribbon. Beautiful typing machine. This is a fan favorite, very popular, very easy to type on. It sounds really good too. To pull the page out easy, you just flip this switch to the front and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. We're going to flip this back down. Got a backspace on the left side here. That works good. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit the shift button again. Got a nice tab function on this model. Right now we have a few set. If you hit that tab button, it'll stop. I believe it's at 20, 40, and 50. And if you want to clear it, you just hit the CL button on the right side here. And that'll clear that last one. I'm going to clear each one of these. And now that they're all cleared, it goes all the way to the end. And sometimes it'll slam, so you want to have one set in the middle. So to set one, you just hit the set button right there. And next time that tab button gets hit, it just stops in the middle instead of going all the way to the end. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. Very easy to set and clear. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on this left side here. So it's pulling to the right, but if you want to change that direction, there's a switch behind the left spool here. And if you push it back, it'll pull to the left. If you push it forward, it'll pull to the right. On the left side here, you got LMH, low, medium, high. This is your touch control. So the farther down you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. The higher up you go, the less tension. So less experienced typers that type slow want to go low. More experienced typers go high, but you do have to hit the keys a little harder. If you're used to typing on a computer, you want to start with low. MR on the right side here stands for margin release. So when you get to the end of the margin, it'll lock the keys so you can't type past that margin. But if you hit the MR, it will allow, so that was 2 keys at once. It will allow you to type past that margin. And both of the carriage release levers is supposed to have a plastic piece. I'll show you what that looks like. It looks like this. So that plastic piece breaks off very easily. In the case, it's kind of a poor design, but sometimes when you put it in the case and you close the case, it just breaks it right off like that. So this, I mean, you can glue that back on if you want, but it'll break again eventually. You can buy those. Still, people sell them, reproduce them, and they're about $25 for a set of 2. But they're both broken off of this. Very common, but you could still lift it up and use this. Just not as easy without the plastic ones. And this knob has a little lever that you can pull out, and when you pull it out, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob. When you push it in, each one of those clicks is a space. So what that does is allows you to get to a specific spot, an exact spot on the page, so that way you don't have to navigate through the spaces. And it also has the same concept when you flip this switch down. It disables the spacing. So you push it back. Each one of those clicks is a space. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.